3, 2, 1.
Yo people, peace and prosperity, and welcome back to More Valuable Voices with Jimmy Papez, Season 2. I'm here with my co-host,
C7
and
Mr. CRM.
And we have a very, very special guest.
JB.
Yep, Mr. JB from Tap 3, Mr. Tap 3 himself. Yeah, so literally we're going to get into it straight away. Yeah, tell us a bit about, what you do, who you are, why we're here.
Okay, so I'm JB from Tap 3. Run a premium streetwear brand based in East London, and also co-found a YouTube series as well.
Okay, let's get into it. Mr. Tap 3, yes. So, literally from out of the trunk, out of the back of the car, to global.
Getting there.
You're global, man. You're global. 38.7k followers on your Insta page, nearly touching 40k.
Yeah, that's the goal for the end of the month. Hopefully we can get that 1.2 in the next 15 days.
You guys got to make it happen then.
Yeah, 100%, which they have been doing, man, to get to like, nearly 40k. It's a blessing still. Featured in British GQ.
Yeah, British GQ.
Yeah.
It was also stocked in Crep Select. It was on ASOS Marketplace. But yeah, that was like in the beginning. Stages.
Yeah.
Really.
Let's get into the journey from the beginning. Like, how did it start? The name. The relevance of the name, etc. Like, let's get into it from the beginning.
Not just how did it start. What made you start it?
Yeah, start a brand.
The idea, the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess I started it really in terms of like, so with me, I like to dress a bit different, but with Tap 3, I kind of just wanted to make my own clothes at the beginning, and so that's what I did. But with the word Tap 3 and where it stemmed from, I've always like been a hustler. I was really like selling sweets in school, you get me? To get back, you know what I'm saying?
You know
what I'm saying? And I was really playing penny up to get by, you feel me? I was really playing penny up to get by. You get it? But
that's the culture, People don't understand, Listen, that's what we had to do to get by when we were younger, like, trust.
You feel me?
100%.
Yeah, where it stands, like Tap 3 stands for like embracing the early entrepreneur and hustler, like the person that create something from nothing,
100%.
No matter the risk. I mean, that's the definition of a real hustler. So that's where Tap 3 stems from. But like, I always wanted to make clothes for myself, but I also wanted to create something for myself. Like, even though it was going to be for myself, I also saw like Tap 3, there's like a space in the market, because I feel like the message itself relates to so many different people. And I know myself, I would create clothing that would be different to the rest, even though it's like streetwear, tracksuits, which is quite saturated. But I always knew that like the tracksuits would look different than the rest, you get it? And that just comes with the logo, do you know what I'm saying? The logo is so distinctive, you could just tell it's from a mile away.
Yeah, it's very appealing still. And the name, we got to talk about the relevance of the name. Like, that really, like, when people are starting up with their businesses, it's really all about the design. Obviously there's everything else that comes into it, but the design and the name can take you so, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Trust me, like, because first of all, it has to just be appealing on the eyes. Once it's appealing on the eyes, you've already got them tuned in. But when, like, with Tap 3, it's appealing on the eyes straight away. You think, right, what's that?
And it's appealing to hair.
Exactly, because then this is like a lifestyle that everyone, everyone wants to be Tap 3.
Everyone. From the 99 to the 1%.
Literally, you understand?
But that's how you start off though. You start off making Tap 3 money when you start a business or any sort of hustle, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, you won't know if the business is going to succeed if you don't start, you feel me?
Cheers. Gems. Cheese. Yeah, that's sick. I love the way that you mentioned, like, literally going back, because to like paying penny up to get by and selling sweets and drinks and all of that in school and all of that stuff. Because they're the real hustles. Like, there's not enough of these. There's not enough of these like stories that are being told. Like, when people's come up, they always like, I just have to. And each to their own. Everyone has to go do what they have to do. But no one's gone back and dug deep and ripped off all the layers to show that, yo, like in school, this is what we were doing, kind of thing. Because no one would consider that a hustle in a sense. Some people won't think that.
Yeah, they won't think, but it really is.
It really is a hustle. Yeah, like everything.
Yeah, man made drinks of French fancies.
Yeah, French fancies are banging. Come on. Yeah. I hear that. So, alright, so some of your inspirations and motivators, like, you know, growing up in life, or who maybe what, you know, inspired.
I would say what inspired me to actually do it and really put that barrier in my back was like when I first had my son. I feel like once you have a child, it like you now understand that responsibility in it. You're not just responsible for yourself, you're responsible for someone else.
It gets like that for some people, innit?
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? And you start to look more into the future. God forbid if you was to go, what can you leave behind? You get it? And do you know what I'm saying? Trying to build an empire here where I actually can leave something behind. And I feel like, no disrespect, but with black people, we don't leave much behind. You feel
100%.
Generational.
It stopped at our grandparents' generation.
Yeah, like no one gets left houses, no one gets left like much, like they feel like the sentimental stuff is just enough. It is, don't get me wrong, but like at times like this, like we can actually give like our children, our grandchildren a head start. You feel me? Not just like no disrespect, like leave man books. You feel me?
And having
like that's all cool. You get me? But at the same time, you want to give that lifeline to the next generation. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you don't really want that. Obviously, it's cool to hustle and do penny up, and that's cool in that. But you don't want them having to do it because they don't have money. You get it?
Exactly. Because then you start falling into other things.
You want them to have a different kind of, not a struggle, but a different kind of.
You want them more. You want them to have more of a
head start, innit?
Yeah, a head start, but you also want them to be
hungry.
Exactly. You don't want to spoil them, where it's like you've just been given everything. 100%. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you don't want them to have nothing.
Yeah. You want to be in a position where if they choose to do something, they can
just
support
the hustle.
Exactly.
Yeah, that as well.
No, I heard that.
But also, they will look to you as inspiration as well. They'll see what your parents,
what
they'll see what their parents are doing. They'll see the
yeah.
hard work you've put in, and think, I want to do something like that.
That's true, because and this is the thing, even with like kids, it's one of them things. Is like that's a valid point that you touched on, and we touched on that season 1 as well. We're talking about this, about, you know, general wealth and things being left to us, things not being left to us, etc., etc. But yeah, because it's a thing where you could, you know, show your children and have all of this in line for your children, but your children are still gonna pick their own path. You understand? Like, you can give them everything, or you can not give them everything, and they're still gonna go the way that they're gonna go. But at the same time, it's that mentality that, like, why would you need to even go here or over there if you've just got the blueprint here, basically. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what it is,
that mentality.
Yeah.
Sometimes kids want to venture into their own thing.
They've
seen how hard you've worked, they've seen what you've built, now they want to see what they can do. But for me, I'm alright with that. You understand? I'll be happy to be in a position where
anything
if they decide they want to do something serious, as long as I know they want to do it seriously, it would be nice to know that I can support that. I can say like, hey, do this kind of thing.
100% still. That's important still, definitely. So we're still at the beginning. So cool. So so you've created your brand. Was it sole effort at the start?
I founded it, I created it, the name, everything like that. So I got started by myself. I just, as I said, I made it for myself. But don't get me wrong, there's always something in my mind where I said, I can sell this. You get it? So obviously, I was just wearing it. People liked it. So I ordered 50 tees. They sold, you get me. But then Cole Tatchery, he started helping me. Shout out to you. He started helping me, like, because he went uni, and I was always just local. So I went college, didn't go uni. So I was always just situated around Waltham Forest, I guess. He went uni, so he had a bit more of a broader, I don't know,
audience,
social
database, you could say now. You know what I'm saying? So he went like Bedford, so like when he started helping me promote on Snapchat, because that's what we were doing. We were literally just on Snapchat.
Okay.
We had people coming down. It started busting. We used to take photos of everyone that boy, like this person come through to get the and then like as how fashion is and anything is, when people see people actually buying, then they kind of jump on the bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? They just want to see that. It's weird. It's such a weird thing because it's like, if you like it, you should just really buy it. But I've never ever been someone to like force something down anyone's throat. Like, you support me, G. I really don't want you to support me if you're not really gonna wear it with pride. You get it? Because there's people that support it and just buy it, and then they might wear it in the gym. Do you know what I'm saying? My thing's not for the gym. This is active wear. Yeah, I wear that for the gym. I mean, we had a conversation about that where I was saying, because you said that to me, I was like, no, I hear that, because you're like, I don't like that seeing it in the gym, and I fully understand that.
I fully hear that.
Yeah, you get me.
But they're gonna make it into like a gym.
Yeah, it's like but it takes away. I can't portray it as drip, and then you sweating it. Do you get it? I mean, that doesn't make no sense. I mean, I hear that. But then this is. Yeah. Someone might want to. I would say that. But this is why I mean activewear. You get it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can wear it to actually activewear, but what I portray is drip. Yeah, I don't want to see people
like you want to see.
And you know what? It's because of what the designs on them. I get what you're saying. The way some of them have fit and drop. I get what you're saying.
I've never portrayed it as it being okay in the gym. So I don't want to see it in the gym. I get it if obviously, like I've seen some tax-free stuff in the gym, people wearing it, you get it, and it's like old season though. From like I would wear the old season, 2016, 2017. I hear it. It's not
as bad.
Yeah, it's because obviously it gets to a point when you wear it so much. It's like I still want to wear it, but it's not. I'm not gonna wear it to cinema now because I've worn it so much. You feel me? You've rinsed it. You get it. So I get that, but obviously it's just I don't like it.
You know what? That takes.
Everyone has it's your baby at the end of the day.
Yeah, 100. But then that takes me to the point of like I don't like that word streetwear, and there's a lot of reasons as to why I don't like that word streetwear, because I do feel like especially black people, when they just get bracketed straight like this is anything you create, whether it's premium, luxury brand, anything you say it is, they'll just always say streetwear because it's just, they feel like it's just
urban.
Yeah, basically, do you understand? And you can't go any further than that. Do you understand? That's why I don't really like the term streetwear too tough, because I feel like they just brackets us. Sorry to cut your wisdom, but literally, streetwear means the people in the gym. Do you understand that? So people wearing it in the gym, it's called streetwear. So you don't think
wear though in the gym.
True.
You're
active on the street.
No, but what I was in the streetwear
100%.
and what's in the gym should be activewear.
100%. I agree. I agree.
I'm not gonna wear one of my nice tracksuits in the gym. It just don't make sense.
But then you know what? Saying that though, there's
But the thing is, like when I'm saying I don't like in the gym, you gotta remember. So because I found it touch free, my DNA is in it. You know what I'm saying?
100%, of course.
Like I would want see how I wear it. I would want similar people to wear it, or even better.
Obviously, you've already had your image of
100%. So you have your demographic in your mind of like how you want people to rock your stuff.
Exactly. And obviously, if I see them rocking, let's say, the black splash tracksuit, for example, and then they put some navy blue trainers in it, I'm gonna be like, why? You get it?
Not everyone. I hear that.
But that's such a word of humble that he has his idea. He's humble that it's a global thing. It's not the idea he had, but it's just it is what it is.
I appreciate for supporting, but wear it right.
I wish you would wear it right.
But the thing about it is that do you have them people who are in the gym and that they're like fashionistas in the gym in a sense, so they're dripped out in the gym in a sense, but they're actually really working out, but they just dripped out in the gym. But how we would look and think, bro, why are you just wearing this to the gym that you wear that to go out?
Watch this.
Hold on, bro. While they're doing that, like wearing all of that to the gym, and we could be thinking on the outside looking in, raw, like, whoa, why are you wearing that to the gym? Why don't you wear that outside or when you're going out, etc., etc. to them, it could just be like, bro, this is literally like what I would wear to the gym, because they might just be in a different bracket, bro, or see things differently. Do you understand? Or wear things differently. Everyone does that differently. Do you feel me? So someone like that, and they're wearing tax-free in the gym, but then you see they've got it all together with drip this, drip that, or whatever. Not what you're gonna feel the same.
I get it. No, I get it, but I still want to see it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Still,
in the whole gym environment.
100%.
Yeah, I agree with you, because obviously people like, is it Fabulous and Jim Jones? They be dripping to the gym.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I get it, but they probably just got drip all round. You know what I'm saying? But me, I still feel like it's silly to do that anyway. Like you gotta go in a whole Chanel tracksuit to the gym.
Yeah,
but they might see that as a sweatsuit. Yeah, it's a sweatsuit to them.
Exactly. So we have to talk brackets sometimes. Sometimes everyone looks at everything differently.
Yeah, but obviously, if you're talking about Chanel, to them there's probably casual Chanel and then there's high fashion Chanel. They're not gonna wear their high fashion stuff in the gym. Whereas they see a sweatsuit, they might think, yeah, that's my casual sweatsuit. That's what I wear. That's my sweatsuit I wear, innit?
100%. Yeah. But your ideal is definitely not wrong. That's hard. Look, that what you want. You expect. When you created this, you had a demographic in your head and how you wanted it to be rocked, how you wanted it to be worn, how they wanted it to be appreciated, and that's just it. So you're definitely not wrong with that, 100%. I love that still. Let's talk about the importance of having a solid team, the advantages and let's talk about the advantages first. We're going to go into the disadvantages of not having a team. But I know you've got AD tax-free, shout out AD tax-free, and you got CO tax-free, shout out CO tax-free. You get me? Like, personally, me, I love like seeing that, like that bond, the way that you look. Obviously that's on the outside looking in. Obviously, you understand. But I love just to see that the brotherhood and the way that you lot all complement each other, with your brand. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I love it. But so tell us the importance of just having a solid team anyway, and the advantages.
Let's go.
Yo, people, peace and prosperity. This is your most valuable voices team, and this episode is sponsored by Tax Free. Yes, we have to do it for the culture, so
that's why we're bringing you an exclusive discount, 15% code MVV. Found in the link in the description below. Go there, copy yours. Be ready.
Yes, that is MVV15. When you go on the website to copy your drip, type that in, 15%. Yeah, let's get it.
I think the advantages is obviously like when you start a company, like you want to do every single thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like you get to a point where it's not your expertise, and you trying to do this, that and that, it's like everything's just getting thinned out, and this task is not getting complete. This is getting complete a little bit, this is getting complete a little bit, but everything's just on top of you. So like once you get to the point where you're able to delegate and like point out everyone's, I'll say, the roles that they're best at, I guess, roles that they're best at, then I feel like that's when the business starts to function much better. So obviously AD does like the finances. Obviously he got a degree in accounting in uni. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's Chad's done his thing. And you know what I'm saying. So like he can deal with that side. Whereas I used to do that at the beginning, and I'm good at numbers. Don't get me wrong, but that's his field.
He specializes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's his field. He's got to accept that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously Cole, he's such a good people person, and he's just naturally good at marketing. Like majority of like people, like artists that you've seen on has been because of him, especially at the beginning. We used to graft hard, sending out to be our car, used to pull up to like premieres and that. And I'll be real, he done most of the talking, to be honest. Do you know what I'm saying? If they needed to know anything like about the business, you get me, you can chat to me. Do you feel me? Do you know what I'm saying? But him, he was like. Yeah, I remember there was one time. We used to have
exclusives.
We used to have one supplier which is in the ends. You get it? And obviously there's an artist, Blade Brown. He must have come in as well. And then obviously I'm not someone that's gonna be like, oh yo, where my clothes at? You get me? I'm not that guy. I'm a bit too. Maybe I'm a bit. I don't know. A bit too
prideful,
cool. No, not even prideful. It's just a bit too laid back.
Man ain't on that.
Do you know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong though. Now I've changed like that. But then anyway, I wasn't really like that. But obviously he's got in the car, Cole's like, oh, you've got a good break dance, you know? I'm like, it's calm, it's gonna be like, you get me? Oh, wait up. this guy's will come back with a photo and play Brown with the hat. Yeah, but that's cold. Yeah,
I love that, bro.
That's cold. Like you make it happen.
No,
so
I love that.
He makes it happen.
You got a real solid foundation there, bro. Because that's literally like you've got the finance and the marketing. You know what I'm saying? The strategist and all of that, all in one, and they're your brothers. That's sick, man. I love that stuff still. So. Okay, yeah, well, that kind of answers the disadvantages of not having a team because it's good. The disadvantages usually is just, you're basically
disputing.
Yes,
dispute. So obviously, like with disadvantages, like with certain, let's say, projects, you might not see the eye to eye on the vision, and do you know what I'm saying? But that's healthy though, if you get it, because it's like you get to hear their point of view and why not, and you do come to a conclusion. Yeah, you don't want a yes man. You just don't want a yes man.
100%.
That's irrelevant.
Yeah, no one grows that way.
That's it. They say employee.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The guys around here, they're not employees. You feel me?
Free game. It is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, if man really want to build, you gotta hear everyone's point of view, and you want people to be outspoken at the same time, but also you want people to like see respectful and do you know what I'm saying, value the vision. Do you know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, no, like disputes, they can get handled. As long as everyone expresses themselves, calm. But holding things back creates resentment, I guess.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah, I feel like talking amongst each other and just saying like, I feel like there and then just saying how you're feeling. Like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like the way you spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, how come, like, what did I say? Oh, I said this, like, alright, cool, my bad. I don't do it again, then you move forward. Next time it's not gonna happen, do you know what I'm saying?
I'm definitely about that, just being outspoken and just letting it just be known, because holding stuff in, it does something in there, it just starts, you know.
Yeah, and I feel like, if you're working with your boy, and he comes to you with that, you've got to kind of respect that.
100%.
Yeah, he feels away with that, so you might not feel like, okay, but then you talk to him, you be like, alright, cool. But the reason why I did it is, no, but still, I don't really like it. Yeah, I said, I hate it.
Yeah, because at the end of it, you could have really agreed to disagree, but you know, at least you don't have the conversation and you respected his point.
Because you might know a boy up and then he's just thinking, I like the way he's talking. Next time he talks, he might react a bit more abrupt, you know what I'm saying? Overreact, like,
100%.
Don't talk to me like that. But I shoot, so it looks unprofessional, do you know what I'm saying?
But he's been holding it,
exactly.
100%.
That's just natural.
I hear that still. So basically, cool. I like what you said about basically, you know, everyone, especially like a lot of entrepreneurs, obviously we all usually start off on our own.
It's got me working on my posture.
Exactly, bro.
Really want to lean back.
But yeah, man, chill, man. We're in your office, you get it. Like, come on. Like what I'm trying to say is that most entrepreneurs, obviously, we all, you know, we get it on our own, and we believe that we can do it all on our own, and we burn ourselves out most of the time. So that's why I like what you said about it's important to have people that specialize in certain, you know, aspects and then areas. Yeah, exactly. And then you're like just, you know, you're equaling the load to everybody. So like the load ain't just all on you. It's just there's a load over there. I can focus on this now. There's a load over here. They can focus on that. Do you get it?
Shouldn't be as much pressure.
As much pressure, exactly. Because the work's getting split. Kind of thing.
Yeah. Obviously, I oversee. Do you get it? But day to days in their field, that's all them. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got full confidence that they can get. It will get done.
That's the difference between a leader and just a boss.
100%. Leader and boss is two different things, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Leader and a boss, trust me, bro. Like, it's two different things. Yeah.
You didn't know.
Yeah, bro. So cool. Let's talk about accolades. You know, celebrities, influencers wearing your brand. Like, how important is that? And you know, what was there anyone who blew your mind? Like raw. They're my stuff. What they bought.
Yeah. So Papez was a good one because obviously, like, you know what it is. Like, I'm not really gassed when I see, like, I'm gassed for the brand, but I'm not necessarily like gassed like, oh yeah man, he's wearing it still. But I'm happy in that moment, but it's not something I'm going to dwell on.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
But I would say it's been like rappers, like good rappers that were like from my childhood, so like Gigs when he was wearing it. Then, oh shit. I didn't have to tag it, but I was like, oh, Gigs, you know, talking the hardest. That was like anthem.
Come on.
And then obviously Papez, when he actually fucks with it as well, and he's, oh, so when I say, yeah, of course, I'm not.
That's for the culture, man. They already heard it.
But yeah,
because I've seen him post a couple times in the chassis, so it's not like it was just you know the ones you just hold it up to the camera, for the day. No, he's in
Yeah,
that.
that's like one with Popcorn as well.
Popcorn as well. Yeah, and he fucks with it as well.
And I see Mo stats, he fucks with it hard still.
Yeah, well he used to. Yeah, he used to. At the beginning, he was effing with it heavy. But I feel like, you know, when you change your sense of style in terms of the way you dress, maybe it's not to your fitting. You get it, but I think. But you know, there's some new bits that are coming. I feel like maybe you like it.
Yeah, you know, the time fashion changes. Like,
fashion changes.
You understand? People's taste as well. You understand? Because this is the fashion industry is definitely just like, oh, what's hot, what's not, what's next, what's everyone wearing kind of thing. You understand? So, 100%. So so how important? Like, how does that affect? Like, how does that have an effect on like your following and like your sales?
Yeah, so obviously it's like, alright, cool. So
do you see a mad surge in the sales? Like,
just like trades, it's just that surge.
Depending. So for example, I'm gonna use RD as an example. So we released.
I was about to say who's that, but
RD.
Yeah.
RD. Anyway, So RD, he wore a black and blue trackie, and he did a plugged in with fumes, innit?
Okay.
And after that plugged in, obviously that did bits, and then didn't hit I think he hit a couple mil. But after that, chassis sold out. So, but it's not always like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like with Insta, it's not a fraud in a sense, but you gotta think about like someone could have 100k followers, but the reason why they're only getting like 7k likes is only like more or less like 1% to 5% actually see that post. Do you know what I'm saying? There's so many posts that get posted at that same time. There's millions and millions.
It filters out,
basically. Like all your followers. Like think about all the followers. Think about all your followers that you have. How many people actually like it?
Yeah, no, 100%.
You might have 2,000, 3,000, and you get 400 likes on average.
So that's not down to like the actual person having no emotion then.
No, not necessarily. I think that's just Insta, to be honest. Like no, but then you've got some people that have a super core following. And some like that. Like there's people with like 10k and they get 6k likes. Do you know what I'm saying? That's because they got a core audience and then they've just got extras that follow. Do you know what I'm saying? But in regards to like surges and like an artist wearing something. Yeah, it helps with the following. It used to help back in the day, like when it was like Most Like Mist and that, when they wore it and tagged it on the story, like they got us like over 1,000 followers just from a story post. You know what I'm saying? Where now you get to someone with 250k, like get some followers, but it's not to those numbers. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
So I mean, do you think that's because of whoever the person is, though? Because I think
the buzz that they're going.
Because whoever's following them, whoever their fan base is, obviously they may.
I feel like I think if the demographic is similar to like the demographic that the target audience that we're targeting, I guess. Then maybe it may bring in some more traffic to the site or sales or just even following. But if it's someone that's not really, like their demographic doesn't really fuck with, let's say streetwear or let's say our type of clothes for example, then it might not. You feel me? But it still brings awareness to their audience. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And then obviously when you get ads running in the background as well, they might see it then, they might see the ads, then they might think, let me click on it. Do you get it? So that whole journey of conversion is because of that, isn't it?
I hear that still. Well, it's definitely been working wonders regardless, still kind of like obviously, you know, from the beginning we've seen you just go up and up and up and up, you know what I'm saying? You've had the support.
Everyone, the support's been good though. I'm not gonna lie, from the get-go the support's been good, like even locally, and just like, yeah, just even out there, like even like South London, even though we're not even from around there, like they support man heavy, like heavy. I don't even know if it was because when we first went in Crep Select, but I don't know. I feel like South, there's like if you're talking about East, South, North, West, I'll say that East and South support Touch really heavy. So.
But you know what? Sometimes it ain't about anything but just what your brand is. Mess with your brand heavy. Like, you understand? Like, that's really good. Like, we know like what's been going on. Like your brand. Talk about your brand taking you abroad, man. Like the feeling and the experiences, bro. Like, you know, like you've been abroad, like you know what I'm saying, off of your brand, like.
I actually forgot about that. Yeah, I said it.
But yeah, look at that.
So funny though. It's funny though because I'm actually going next week still to visit my supplier. Okay. But anyway,
by the time this airs, that will be. Anyway, yeah, that would have been back.
I'm back. Yeah. But anyway, so the first trip I went to see my supplier was with Cole. And that was 2017, so a year after we actually started, which was sick, because we went to China, innit?
Wow. First time going to China?
First time ever, yeah. First time going to Asia.
Yeah.
It was mad, yeah, it was sick. But, like, they treated us nice there, like it was such a good experience for us, because I remember even speaking to them at first, and they was like, oh yeah, when you come visit, whatever, and I'm like, visit? Like, trust me, you'll come and visit,
yeah.
You feel me? Then yeah, end up having to visit because it's like there's only so much you can get from talking like via WhatsApp or via email. Like you want to see your limitations there because like we get our hats made from scratch by fabrics. You want to see like what can we do? Do you know what I'm saying? What can we do that's different? Do you know what I'm saying? What premium materials do you have in it? Obviously they can show you photos, but you want to feel it. Do you know what I'm saying?
So is that what pushed the decision to just be like, you know what, just going?
Yeah, because you want to see the limitations really, and you want to see like the whole process of how your hat's actually made. Do you know what I'm saying? That knowledge there is just for yourself. But
the reason I asked that was because literally, obviously, that you know, I guess a lot of people probably. That have brands or whatever not, like they probably want to do the same, but maybe they haven't, or maybe they ain't been able to. And this is why, you know, I'm just separating the bracket here. You get you understand as to like what sparked or what the idea was in order for you to be like, yeah, you know what, let's just go out there. Obviously for the experience as well, because I would.
Yeah, it's for the experience, but I feel like as you're growing, like if you really want to take this serious. Like you've got to do these things. Normally, if you're a supplier in the UK, you're not going to talk to him via WhatsApp. You're going to go there, and then you're going to build relationships at the end of the day. Because you build relationships, price comes down. Do you know what I'm saying? The MOQs come down. You feel me? They're a bit more flexible because they don't just like your business; they like you as a person. You feel me? Like
that's minimum order quantity. If people didn't know, by the way.
MOQ. But yeah,
we're trying to teach you as
well. Oh, did it?
Yeah, yeah. This is what we do. We try to teach you. Get let's go.
You know what I'm saying? But like we actually bonded there as well. You feel me? Like Mr. Roberts took me to get massaged. And yeah, no, it was a good experience. Obviously, he took me to some funky restaurants, man. And you get me, and they're just like, I'm just like, yo, what's this? And they're like, yeah, special beef. And I'm like,
special beef.
What's special, bro? You get me? They said I like to 4 restaurants.
Swear.
You get me? I was like,
I'm not trying to serve you human.
Yeah, bro. It was wild though. Some stuff were like, there's one Thai restaurant.
Though, it's all seafood.
Beef,
bro, some seafood, some seafood, some beef, but some, I'm thinking about it now. It's a bit mad. Like some stuff, I was like. Yeah, I swear. You know what it was? I was trying to pay for my own food, so if I didn't like it, I could actually be like, that's right, you get me? But they was like, no, I got it. So I literally didn't pay for anything really there. Like my dinners, lunch, everything, drinks, everything.
Quick question. How did you come across this plug?
Oh, Alibaba.
Swear.
Yeah. Is that the first one I hollered? Yeah.
That's obviously a lot of people, especially if they want to start up their own branding, they want to know how do they go about finding
Alibaba,
someone they can work with and
I feel
where
like it's
to
a
look
bit
and
easier
stuff.
to get.
And I was definitely not expecting you to say Alibaba.
No, Alibaba. He told me about Alibaba. I think it
It's crazy
might be
because I get a
Kaizen,
lot
you
of
know,
people that recommend that site for many things, like,
100%.
many different stuff. It's so
100%.
crazy how much people recommend that site.
Yeah, but I feel like now it's a bit saturated in terms of like good quality suppliers to wafflers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like before, that's literally that was the first one I hollered. We clicked at this. You get me? And then just worked. I got the samples and I'm happy with that. You feel me? But you never know, if I didn't go there, I might have found the even better one.
Yeah.
I was
for
like, that time it makes sense. Anyway, it still makes sense.
Yeah. I love that. So how important is anonymity for you and your brand? Being, you know, people don't really know it's you.
Yeah, well, I guess they do now.
How long have you had it? 6 years now? Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I'm not going to lie, like, it went through a stage where a lot of people, the way back, they thought, exactly, no one knew it was you. They used to think, oh, it's me. And I was like, no, bro.
I don't mind being humble like that. I don't
CEO
really
as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That's CEO's brand.
Yeah.
It's just not that them.
Yeah, no, obviously it depends like how private we're gonna keep your life, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, it's still fresh business, you feel me? And like, I didn't know certain things when, like, even starting a company, like, you don't have to register your home address. Do you know what I'm saying? I actually have my home address up there for a minute. You feel me? Which is actually kind of dangerous. You feel me? Yeah. But obviously, if you want a gem, company formation, you can actually get like a virtual registered address, innit? Which you pay like I think it's like $29.99 for the year.
Worth it for yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Gems for people.
Free game.
$29.99.
Oh, wait, we're getting to the breakdown part anyway.
$29.99 for the year, and literally, so it's one in the city. Make sure trading is just a professional, and it's not your.
What size is that?
It's not your mumsy's crib.
What size is it?
Company formation.
Company formations.
Yeah, company formations. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a figure link.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that basically brings us on to, like, you know, break down the blueprint for, like, you know, anyone who is looking to start a brand, upcoming, or just need a way out of their current situation. Like, as you know, More Valuable Voices is all about wear for the culture. Hence why we got you on here. Like, you're doing, you know, something big for the culture. We're trying to do exactly the same thing. Yeah, exactly. Like, we're just always trying to portray the message onto the youth, everybody, but definitely the youth, you know, coming up, you know, trying to give everyone alternatives, trying to show.
Coming from the urban area.
I feel like the biggest one is the belief in your brand, because even though it's the Jimmy and that's not what he's visioned, it's still going there, but he still strongly believes in what he visioned.
You have to believe in your own source of
no
matter what, do you understand?
Give it up as a vision.
If you work with me, like, ADCO know exactly how picky I am, like, picky, like, down to photo shoots, like, someone's got the pocket zipped down, I'm like, yeah, we got shit like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's attention to detail.
Yeah, because I'm like that, though. You feel me? So I feel like that's a bit messy. You feel me? Like, one drawstring longer than the other. No, I need to pattern it again. It doesn't look good, innit? It's not. You're not selling it exactly how it should be sold. Like, you gotta make that customer want to buy it.
Yeah, you gotta take pride.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta take pride still.
Okay, so just break down a blueprint then, like, just a blueprint of just, you know,
start to beginning.
I mean,
it's a message start to beginning.
I was about to agree, like, yeah, from the start to the beginning. But yeah, just a brief blueprint of, like, just the things that you would just say, like, you know, that, you know, just a blueprint, yeah, man, just a few bullet points, if anything, just, you know, that people can take away and be like, okay,
key points.
Yeah, key points.
I would say, if you are you talking about starting a brand?
Starting a business, and usually
starting a business. Okay, so obviously the name.
Starting a brand.
Yeah, let's say brand. So the name's obviously important. Does it connect with anyone? Is there a market for it? Is the logo going to be distinctive? It don't always have to be distinctive. It could be simple. It could be simple, because sometimes simple works. Sometimes less is more. Do you know what I'm saying? I guess the message obviously is very important, because the message obviously gives it legs, innit? And then obviously design. Like, is it gonna reflect you as a person, or are you basing it off what you've seen or what you like. Do you know what I'm saying? If so, do more research into what you like, because obviously that kind of stuff comes with now a type of fit that you might not necessarily wear, but you actually like it, like aesthetically. You feel me?
Research is definitely important.
Yeah, research definitely. I didn't do none of that. I just jumped in deep and it's got the logo and just
went in.
Literally just went like that. But now I feel like a lot of people do research now. But in other thing obviously is suppliers. Also getting a lot of samples, because you don't want to just settle for just the sample you get. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're not happy with it, like, just don't get another sample. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to kind of perfect it before you actually put it out there. And then you got to think of what's unique about my brand and how does it separate from the others. Yeah, from the others, to be honest, because there's so many different brands now. So many, like, from when I started, there's so many that come and gone. Do you know what I'm saying? I've never ever taken a break, because it's literally been, even if it's slowed down a little bit, even if it's relevant.
I hear that.
But yeah, even if it's slowed down a little bit, like, there's no stopping. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a business like that's failing, do you get it? Or going to fail, you feel me? Like, hence why I got it on my skin, and that's even to remind man that man can't fail, you get it?
No, 100. And you said obviously you're growing up, what your brand represents as well is just like the hustle. So you're literally showing that resilience and that hustle within, the hunger within your brand. Like, it's not, it's not
keeping it alive.
Yeah, exactly.
So that brings. Oh, you finished with the brief?
Okay. What, the big one?
Yeah.
You want more gems?
No, I mean, like,
I guess suppliers.
Get a team.
You don't necessarily have a team. I'll be real with you, because like if you've got a plan in terms of like how you're gonna market it, then like you can actually just outsource. You don't always need like a person to be a part of it, because you can actually just oversee everything. You can actually get a marketing team depending on your capital and your budget. Now, if you feel like you can run decent ads and that marketing company can benefit you, then that's your marketing team sorted. Do you know what I'm saying? Socials can be ran. Obviously, you told me about what's that? The Facebook business. And you can basically schedule all your posts. Like, you can do all of that. Facebook Business Center. You can do that. Or you can schedule all your posts. So it's not like,
it takes a load off of your hundreds.
You can spend 1 day or like 3 hours doing all your posts that you want for the week or 2 weeks. Or 2 weeks, depending on how much content you got. There's that, and then
content. You said content.
Yeah, content. Oh yeah. So obviously, there's always content. Always finding like a good photographer and thinking about how do you actually want to shoot your brand. Do you want to do it in film? Do you want it that more rugged look, or do you want it to be clean and crisp? So if you think of clean and crisp, you also aesthetically, you've got to shoot it within a location that complements it. Like that's, I was going for that when obviously I got to a point where I was trying to take it away from the hood, but then I regret that, because that's where it started. Do you feel me? And that's what kind of made tax-free what it is. You get it? But so I started like shooting in like places like Kensington. I'm not from Kensington. Do you get it? The brand's not from Kensington. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, but you got to do these things. You got to experiment to realize like what your brand actually is. You know what I'm saying? What your brand actually represents. It represents the streets. You know what I'm saying? It represents hustlers. Don't represent Kensington, to be honest. But there's hustlers there as well.
Hustlers, you walk a life, you're a hustler, you work, you're hustling.
It represents really like where man's from, where I've grown up, and like what we've experienced and how we've had to get by.
Struggles.
You know what I'm saying? How people build something from nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's all about actually like just accepting what your brand is, you get it, and then going with that message rather than trying to be something that, not necessarily that you're not, but trying to just be every little thing, you know what I'm saying? Just stick to your niche. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. See, so that's a blueprint for anyone out there, who's watching this episode. Mr. Tax-Free himself has literally just, gave you the blueprint and then some. Like, this whole episode's just been gems, you feel me? We ain't done yet. Come on. yeah, let's just, you know, what's the end goal? What does that look like? There's no end goal.
It's just forever running.
I think, bro, like, what I've always wanted to actually be like worldwide. Like we may sell like internationally, like to many countries, but are you selling to many of people in those countries? You know what I'm saying? I want to be selling to all those countries like how we're selling in the UK. And we ain't even fully dominated the UK yet. So obviously on the outside,
it looks like exactly.
On the outside,
it looks great.
Don't get me wrong, but when you get to a point, then there's another goal.
Another room to grow.
There's another goal now where you want to be.
You're never gonna stop.
Never gonna stop. Because ideally, really, I would like to leave it to my sons, and then they carry that on. You feel me?
Love that.
Because you think of all the companies like you see around, even like that shop. It's funny enough in Walthamstow that new chicken shop, like Wendy's or something. It's on the corner, just outside. You know what it is? I've never heard of it, but it says.
Literally the one that's on the corner.
It says
Wendy's.
Just where.
As soon as you come out.
Where Blue Ink used to be.
Yeah.
So that if you look on it, it says since 1985. I've never heard of that.
It started mainly in America.
Yes, in America.
Yeah, but do you know what I'm saying? Now they're worldwide. They're becoming worldwide. Yeah, they're branching out. They're expanding.
100%.
You think? Like America itself is like 51 Englands in there. Do you know what I'm saying? But why is it from 1985? I haven't even heard of it, let alone seen it. Do you get it? So like people may think like 6 years is a long time. It's just getting started.
100%.
When would the KFC start? From how long ago? And then
when she was black and white.
I'm saying. That's at that stage to hold this popularity. Everyone just hold that name.
You know what I'm saying?
It takes a while.
It takes a minute, bro. It takes a minute.
It's a lifestyle, isn't it?
I love that still. I like asking people what their end goal is, you understand? Because I believe everyone does have one in a sense of where, you know, obviously it might not be ending because you can
what you mean
get
their end goal is where they found like this is where I'll be satisfied. But
that's what I mean. That's what
I guess when we're like really worldwide and like recognized by like top magazines in the fashion world as a like top streetwear brand, like that's like not pinnacle, but I would love to be there. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's where you're aiming to go.
So that's the end goal, and then after that, his next one is enough to just leave it to your sons.
And they're both there, and the end goal is really. In order to do one, you have to do the other.
But the goals change. The goals change.
They definitely do.
They're not gonna change it to Jimmy though.
No, they will change it to Jimmy. I'm going now.
I'm saying the ones that he sees as a streetwear.
Obviously, by then, some people might wear in the gym, innit? But if I keep pushing this message,
100% still. No, I appreciate it. Still, I appreciate you. Even we know that you don't do interviews and all of that stuff.
And it's my first one.
Yeah, no, come on. No,
it's family. You
get me. When most valuable voices you get. So you know how we do that. We're really for the culture. So you know, we just had to make this happen. It just makes sense.
Yeah,
it has to happen. It just makes sense. You feel me? So we got a few more questions, but we're about to get into the game still. Yeah, game show time. You get me? So. Obviously, I know you've watched last season, but we're just going to explain it for all the new viewers. If we have any, hope you do. So basically, you know, just going to pick some questions out of the bag randomly. Where we're going to answer two. Yeah, we're all going to ask two each, basically. You just got to answer them, you know, 100%, you know, truthfully, you know. Nothing to incriminate or anything like that. I mean, we don't know. I don't know who puts these together, to be fair. This is the public, so I don't know what they're public, but then,
we just picked it up on our way in.
Exactly. See outside, hanging on the door. So we're going to, get into it. You do your thing. So you just pick one and then hand it up.
I'm handing it out, no?
You don't read it.
You don't
read it for you.
Come. Okay. What's your favourite emoji to use when flirting?
Okay, what's when flirting? I don't know, I'll say eyes.
The eyes?
Yeah, I guess so.
Nobody said that. Second time.
And when you start thinking about it, you start thinking, what do I use?
So what eyes? The ones where it's just the eyes alone, or the ones that that side eye with the smirk eyes.
Nah, that's me.
That's beanies. That'll be nothing. Cool. Next question. Pass it to Mr. CRM.
I swear I always get this question, you know.
I know what it is.
That says your favourite celebrity crush invites you to their hotel for a one-time VIP intimate experience, but you have a partner. What are you doing?
No.
What's
no mean?
You mean
I'm
what's
not
no?
going.
You're not going at all.
No.
Do you have a celebrity crush though?
I am the celebrity, innit? That's what he's saying, innit? He is the celebrity.
You have a celebrity crush though?
I used to have a celebrity crush on Scarlett Johansson.
Swear.
Yeah.
So who's it now since I was used to?
Yeah.
But I was used to, so who's it now?
No, I don't have
Don't
a
really
celebrity
care.
crush.
That's like me. I don't really have a crush on a celebrity anymore like that.
Yeah, why do all these like females?
I'm
No,
not
still.
This is just what fits.
I'm
Making
just
you pick.
Some reason, this one.
Yeah, that actually.
This video,
It's like you
cause
just sit speaking to. If you found out your wife or husband was born with opposite sex at birth, what would you do?
Pepper. Read that again, please, bro. Loud and clear.
If you found out your wife or husband, in this case your wife, was born the opposite sex at birth, what would you do?
I got a cut, fam. That's this coming.
rocks.
Yeah.
That's your wife, though.
I know you've already been there, you know.
Was.
You got married.
Yeah, but
Was.
yeah, but you know what it is.
Is it just between you and
It's a lie.
something then?
That's gonna be
It's a
something
lie from
else.
the beginning.
Yeah, no,
It was a lie from the beginning, man. I guess.
Basically fell in love with a man.
That's like me being born a woman and then I find out, I used to be Jamila.
Yeah, babe, that's. Oh, there's two here, so.
Just put one back here. There you go.
Favorite porn category?
I don't know, bro. You pick them.
I don't have one still.
Nah?
Nah.
Say no
Mr.
more.
CRM. Well, you're the first, but I'm not gonna lie to
Not to get that one.
Nah, to
Say
say you don't have a category.
Nah.
Even girls have
Alright.
categories.
This is the new one.
Do they?
Still.
Yeah, fam, they do.
Yeah, most
Yeah, I
of
feel
them
like
still.
their thing would just be standard.
Nah, you'll be
Nah,
surprised.
some of them
about
like front and back. Like, they want 2 at a time. Like this,
Oh,
rotisserie.
yeah,
Like, they
that's
like
some
rotisserie
fantasy.
shit. Yeah. They want to be a rotisserie. I heard
This is
some
a
girl
wanna
told
be
me
a
from this that you'd be
rotisserie.
surprised how much girls fantasize about that.
Finally got a new question though. Still. Yeah. What, in your opinion? I don't know
What in
why I
your
said it so
opinion?
weird like that. What, in your opinion, is the best dance movie out of the 3? You Got Served, Honey, or Save the Last Dance?
You got to.
Yeah,
Cold.
cold.
That was a normal question.
That's it.
Yeah,
Still,
there's
there's not
normal
just
in there.
questions. There's
What,
what?
your hand in the tracks, cuz?
Let's have a shuffle. Mr. CR7 for the that's the last one, isn't it?
Yeah. In your opinion, which fast food restaurant has the best fries? McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, or Five Guys?
You know what it is?
No, I'm Five Guys.
You know what it is? I thought it was Five Guys, but they put too much of that Cajun stuff on it.
Yeah,
And it
they
makes it
over-season it.
They over-season it. KFC fries are really, they're like thick and
Burger King
dry.
are the worst.
Worse.
To me, anyway.
Burger King.
Now go on, what's yours?
I don't know about that.
Well, you got
Yeah, Burger King got the best burgers. I had a lot. McDonald's on a good day, like when they're piping, like
Yeah,
Nah, I don't even like chips like that. I don't even like food like that.
yeah, but when you're
I know
France
what
up
you're
and you go to the drive-thru and they're actually piping
Fresh.
and they put enough salt on it,
Yeah,
like just enough.
Just enough.
Just
not
enough.
much,
You don't
not too
even
much.
need. You don't even need sauce.
Yeah.
Like you just whack them.
It's true still.
You just whack them.
So what you say, McDonald's?
Yeah, I was like
Number
McDonald's.
For me, McDonald's hands down have the best fries. Bro.
Yeah, I was like
Burger King for time had the best fries to me, but then
Never to me.
Mac's are Mac's for me, bro.
You
Five Guys are the
used to get like
dead.
10 fries
They
at Burger
just look
King.
like oil.
Exactly, just giving you
Yeah, like 10
They
fries.
just look oily
chips.
because
But which one?
Burger King.
Nah, you get like 10 fries, man.
Oh yeah, no, they're stingy still.
With
their chips.
100%.
Yeah, but no, Burger King got the best burgers though, hands down.
Okay, alright, that's the game done. Still, it's got a few more questions before we let you get out of here. We know you got busy, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be staying in there.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, we came to you today. But yeah, man, just so people just know, like, what did you want to be like when you grew up? Like when you were young,
was growing up.
Yeah,
Footballer.
Footballer. Yeah, we know that you're a baller still. So yeah, so talk about your footballer still. Like, what happened with that?
I didn't make it.
I mean, bro.
Because there was just the squad of you, man, innit? All the time, the squad of you, man.
But you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, obviously, I'm gonna let you just say, but more time, most of the man, we all started out in sports, so definitely football and all of that stuff, and it was everyone's goal. I feel to that, footballer. So when does it? I don't know what point it gets to when into everyone's head when it's just like, yeah, nah, football.
I think it's when
all different what?
I think certain people go different lengths, innit? Because you might be good up until a certain age, or distractions.
Sometimes I don't think it's still a talent.
I feel like back in the day, it was like if you're 18 and you ain't got your scholar yet. Well, to man, if you're 18 and you ain't got your scholar yet, like you're basically done. Like you're old at 19. Do you know what I'm saying?
I say
like literally, like the best. I didn't play for the greatest clubs as well. Like I played for local clubs because, like, obviously, mum went driving. Do you know what I'm saying? And so when I actually went to college, I actually went to a football college in Southgate and did the Tottenham development project, innit, which was actually sick because like we actually had the kit. We was actually getting their training as well. Like we got to use some of their facilities. Like we was the first one, so the budget was so fresh that we actually used to get everything. Do you know what I'm saying? But I also got into the Charlton one, but that was based in Lewisham. One day let me go. But I do feel like I would have done. When I did the Charlton, I did bits, fam. I did bits on my days. Because even it's funny that I didn't know why this teacher took me, but the teacher took me to my trial from school. Even he was like, yeah, you aced that. I didn't get available once. Like, even the guys that were playing, they were going to China to do a tournament, which would have been so sick. He was like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I think you should be coming with us. Do you know what I'm saying? And Charlton, they wanted me so bad, they sent me like 4 or 5 letters. I just didn't answer because my mum said, yeah, can't go because it's in Lewisham. I'm like, hear it, obviously. South can be a bit.
How old were you them times?
16?
16, okay, yeah. So,
I think that's what made me stop when
2000.
When I used to travel up to Wedding United, because I had to travel to Wedding United to go play, to do training there, then go flex league.
Yeah, it's like if the parent, like our parents are definitely like, if they can't take you there, then it's on your own. It's a bit
sacrifice.
Or if there ain't another parent or something, they know that.
I feel like the ones that made it though, their parents sacrificed.
Yeah, that's what
we're missing.
And that's what it is.
That's what happens. That's what it's hard living from the urban area.
Yeah, no, you're definitely good enough. But what I would say to that is, I mean, like especially like with mum, she was there all the time though when she was there. Like, she's there. She's definitely there, 100%. But I do agree as well. Like,
but obviously, local games, you get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but if you really want to make it, you actually got to sacrifice.
I agree.
You got to sacrifice. Still, you got to travel.
Definitely got to be leaving London.
With the Tottenham thing, I was doing bits. I had a trial with the scholars, like a match day trial. But imagine, like, I feel like, because my dad, I never had a dad around, I feel like I probably lacked, like, knowing discipline, innit? In having discipline, especially something like sports, and knowing it's just not, like, all about practical.
Okay.
And you just being a baller is education,
100%.
being disciplined, attitude. Yeah, that's what you make it. You see some dead youths make it, but because they're disciplined and they listen. Do you get it? They're not thinking, I'm banging, I'm top goal scorer.
100%.
Don't chat to me.
Listening to
like, why am I on sub for so long? Like, I'm not playing. I did that. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like that was the last straw. When it was semi-final.
Someone probably made an example out of you. So that's how it works though. They will make an example of everything. You think that
it doesn't matter how good you are on the pitch. This is what happens.
Basically, that's what happened. But
I swear.
No. So imagine. So me and Kel, we was on the bench for time. Don't know why, because we did bits.
That made no sense. But the type of game, like with football, you actually got to read the game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And when a game's going a certain way and a team is playing a certain way as well, sometimes this player, whether you're that good or whatever, is not
going to change the play or something.
Yeah, it's not it's like because I hardly used to track back. You get. That weren't the time for someone to come on. No, but when I'm going forward, I'm just
gonna come to Wales. Because I'm Springfield, you'll never not track back. Yeah, just tracking back.
Wayne would have chased him back.
Yeah. Trust me, that was the real discipline. Like.
I was just saying in my head, why didn't he come Springfield still?
I know.
I don't know.
That was different. That was South.
I was playing that late in C, I think.
Yeah, he was already in the team.
Oh, one of the team. Yeah.
We even played Tottenham development team as well.
Was there someone got injured in it?
Yeah, I think.
Just at the end.
Matty.
His knee come out. That was crazy still.
I swear we won though, didn't we?
Of course.
Yeah,
we won.
Yeah,
we won. Yeah.
What up?
Yeah, we did.
We roasted leagues like that straight tomorrow up there.
Yes. Remember that me and Jimmy was getting violated at Onster because
yeah, I love all that.
Yeah, I play trust.
But you know what? Do you know what it is as well though with that even like football life? Like it's like I can't lie. Like I always wanted to be like, yeah, I'm striker. But I came even to Springfield as striker. And then Wayne was like, nah. Then he put me, yeah, but then that was like Jamal Hill. You're not taking him off. There's no way.
He was golden.
Yeah, he was a golden, but still. So then he put me right back because I'm fast. I tracked back. I got.
And you're strong, you know?
Yeah, bro. That was it, bro. That was it. That man scored like, bro. I scored like 6-7 goals.
Like scoring more.
Yeah, like
all the way back there.
Yeah, bro. I'll just do the overlap thing, and it was like, you understand? Yeah, straight. But that shows you sometimes that like, bro, sometimes
you have to listen to your coach.
Yeah, you can see it. But sometimes we're hard-headed. We get upset.
It's because when you're growing up, when you're watching football, you're not really watching football. You're watching everyone score. So you're thinking, I want to score.
Exactly. Because I always look at people and think, how the hell did you look at football and think I'm going to be the goalie?
I always wanted to be a defender, not just because I was fat. But I've always wanted to clamp, man.
So then what? So then it just got to a stage where you just.
I think after the match day trial, and I kind of flopped it, because, like, imagine I was actually suspended because I'd done something at a away game, and then on the day, so imagine I was suspended, and I just had my head down, and I was focused on, because they were looking to kick me out of the college, but Gary, he was like in charge of the whole development. He come down, they love me though. There's like. They want to kick you out, but they want to kick you out, but we've just been finding cool. Like, we just got to pattern up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. So I just had my head down and doing my thing, and then at the day of the trial, they're like, "Oh, yeah, you got anything you want to say to the team? I apologize to the team for my actions, whatever."
I know you're smiling the whole time. This guy smiles about everything, bro.
That's what it should be.
His apology.
Yeah, and then there's like, oh, put your hand up. Do you think Jay should go to the match day trial, you know? I was thinking, I'm paying, I'm friends with everyone. Everyone just put their hand up. Yeah. No way, fam. No way. Yeah. Everyone put their hand up. So I'm on the way to match day trial, but it's just pressure because it's like mentally I haven't prepared for this trial, innit? And then everything just went wrong that day. Like, so we was in the Tottenham training ground, the dome, blitz, and because we wear the same kit, we had to wear our jumpers, like our warm-up jumpers. It's heavy. I'm a winger. I'm like to be very light on my feet. Do you know what I'm saying? That was just heavy. It's just
didn't go.
It's a calamber. Like, don't get me wrong. I was doing things. I was beating people, but I was always getting fouled. Like, there was no like solid end product. You know what I'm saying? If I banged the goal, I probably would have got. Do you know what I'm saying? Got 3 times sometime. Yeah. To get it, but I just need an end product. I need to assist and score.
Yeah.
And then they need one of those.
Yeah, that's still, man. Nah, you're definitely a baller still. Definitely a baller, bro.
But maybe it was all for a reason.
Everything for a reason.
100% still. I hear that. So what? How do you like? I know you're always busy. Like literally, you're always busy. You know what I'm saying with your business and that. But how do you and family as well? But how do you first of all, how do you relax? And then I'm gonna ask you after, how do you balance the business and the family life?
Yeah, I was gonna say how you juggle your time, like.
But how do you relax first of all anyway? Though?
How do I relax?
Yeah, man. That's a question that a lot of people don't get asked. Like, how do you actually relax? You know the ones there. Like, how do you?
I feel like I work.
Yeah, it is.
Now I got the office space, and I've kind of like structured the business to me not doing packing and fulfillment anymore. Like we've got performance and that does all the orders and that. Everything's a bit more structured.
Man, still talking work. How do you relax?
I know. Building up to how I relax. But obviously, I basically work like Monday to Friday, and literally weekends I get to chill. Like that's really how I relax. I actually don't mind just chilling at home with my kids and missus and just cooling. I'll be real. Like this weekend was so good. Yeah, I actually just cooled off. Like I slept at naps and that. It was calm.
Naps.
Yeah, bro.
Actually, the power of doing nothing.
Bro, trust me, man. Trust me. I even play FIFA, fam. I ain't played my PS5 in like 5 months, fam. Bro,
I know,
you know what I'm saying? And you know why I played it, yeah? Because I was thinking I need to start getting my money's worth. You know what I'm saying? It's just I've had it and I've probably played it. I'd say no more than 12, 13, 14 times. I'll say.
What more like when people come around? Basically,
I got that in November.
Okay. Is it more like for when people come around? Basically, you play.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna play it. But I actually got no time to play it.
So how do you balance the business and family life then?
Well, obviously I work, but with family, obviously Mrs. works and kids go to school, so there's that free time for me to actually just work. Obviously, I'm still in the process of balancing because when I get back, it's like you always get a phone call. You always need to delegate with like CEO, AD, even H. Do you know what I'm saying? And just talk about what's next. You know what I'm saying? There's no like putting the phone down. I'm at home now. I wish I could do that, but we're still a small company. At the end of the day, we're still doing things, and things need to get done, innit? Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do hear that. That is important. But I do feel like it's important to just have that shut off though. Like just have a routine where it's like, well, after this time, or even between this time, don't phone me. My phones are off. Or
it's not. Yeah, my phone goes and do not disturb. To be fair. But
then you're just an active person.
Someone always cool that. If I put my phone down and try not to touch it, I'll see like missed calls.
That's why you need to turn it off.
I hear that, but it just can't happen like that.
Yeah, no, I hear that still.
It's just can't happen.
Hear that. All right, well, leave us with a quote of the day or something. Let's get it.
I said it in my last interview, but I'm saying it again. Nothing changes if nothing changes.
Cheese.
Okay, say that again.
Cheese. Nothing changes if nothing changes.
Cheese. I love that still.
And you putting that on a tee.
It's funny though, that's actually, I didn't make up that quote. Do you know what I'm saying? But I saw it on someone's snap. It's very relevant. You know why not? It's resonated with me. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. If I didn't change what I do, like my habits or, do you know what I'm saying, my work ethic, then nothing would change around me. Do you know what I'm saying? So I actually saw it on the snap. And I thought, that's resonated. Yeah. So I'm not even gonna say I'm claiming that, but
man, it's still it's relevant. Come on, push that. It
doesn't have to be from you, but it has to be something that you feel, like you say, resonate with, innit?
100% still. Yo, people, peace and prosperity. This is your Most Valuable Voices team, and this episode is sponsored by Tax Free. Yes, you know we have to do it for the culture, so
that's why we're bringing you an exclusive discount, 15% code MVV. Found in the link in the description below. Go there, copy yours, and be ready.
Yes, that is MVV15. When you go on the website to copy your drip, type that in, 15%. Yeah, let's get it. Bro, appreciate the interview, bro. I love it, man. Come on. Come on. Yeah, so as we have it, Tax Free official. This is Most Valuable Voice with Jimmy Papez. We're out.
Deuces.